you see, I think you'd be surprised at what you could create. Drawing from imagination, though, is pretty hard, and I'm not that good at it. So a lot of times I need a reference image. Okay, so we have our beautiful, sexy Queen Amann right here. Hopefully ours look halfway as good as that. Our timer's still going for another 2 or 3 minutes, but let's start getting everything ready. You can start with drawing mason jars. Sure, mason jars are great because you just are following like a really basic shape, right? So personally, I like to draw kind of doodles and like cartoons. So that's what I enjoy doing. Okay. Oh, here's Queen Amann. I was gonna tell you guys about what Queen Amann is originally, because I was trying to figure out myself, because I figured some people were gonna ask me. I think I'll stick with putting stuff in the jars. Fair enough. But again, people are good at different stuff. So I don't know how to do any sort of canning or food preservation, so it works out. I'll trade you a jar of tomatoes for a hand-drawn drawing. Okay, so Queen Amann is it's like a cake, basically. Not really, it's pastry, bread, cake, but it's kind of like a multi-layered cake, originally made with bread dough, which is what we're doing. We're basically making a bread dough. It's got layers of butter, kind of like a puff pastry, less layers than a puff pastry, so we're gonna laminate it less time. And then the cake is slowly baked with like sugar incorporated into it until the sugar caramelizes, and all the recipe, the steam in the butter, sorry, did I say recipe? I meant butter. What am I talking about? The steam in the butter is going to help us create some nice layers and expand the dough, and hopefully, if all goes right, we get kind of, we're making it in a muffin tin, so hopefully we get kind of like a muffin-shaped croissant bread hybrid with caramelized sugar. That's the goal here. So yeah, if you guys are into that, drop a follow. It's good to have you guys. Anyone who came in on the raid, seriously welcome. Our question of the day, by the way, if you guys feel like chiming in, our little like icebreaker, is what is a food that you want to try? So it could be something that you don't have in your area, or I don't know, just some food that you've been wanting to get your hands on and you haven't ever had before. Kanara plays crab dance music. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Durian! I want to try durian too. I've heard that it really stinks up your house though, so I want someone else to prepare it for me elsewhere outside my house. Yeah, and only 2 sticks of butter for 12. Only 2 sticks. Only a half pound. Yes, I did. I came back from Mexico. We took our RV, we drove our RV down to Mexico, and it was bomb. It was like we had a really good time. It was super fun. Okay, that's the timer on our dough. So that means we're ready to move on to the next step, because we proved for an hour and a half. So let's take a look at what's coming next.